Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. You are here today for an exciting unveiling of my newest Hermes item. Actually, I've owned it by the time you see this video for almost a year. I've mentioned many times before that because of my employment, I am not able to film on a regular schedule like a lot of people, so I don't get around to showing you what I have for a long time. So this is a faux unboxing. I've owned it for a year. I'm just showing you how it was packaged when I originally received it. And of course, on this channel, I do support the pre-loved market, so it was purchased pre-loved and not from the boutique. However, it is a brand new item. It is done in a 2020 leather, and it's a 2020 item. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. So it was pre-loved but brand new condition, and it's from 2020. Any guesses as to what it is? Is it a Birkin? Is it a Kelly? Is it something else? So you can see there it is, and it came with everything that it should. It was a full set, so to speak. This is Hermes's packaging. It has like information booklets in there. This is the raincoats. It gets a little raincoat. It looks cute wearing it. So let's take it out. There it is right there. What I'm going to do is take that box away and adjust the camera angle so we can see exactly what it is. So here we go. It is a Bolide in the size 27. It's in Jonathan leather in the color gold with white contrast stitching. So if you are not familiar with Hermes leathers, Jonathan is one of their newest iterations of Swift. They've gone through several versions of Swift leather, beginning with actually Gulliver, and then they discontinued Gulliver and started with Swift, and now they've moved on to Jonathan. I don't know if this means they're discontinuing Swift or if they're going to simultaneously produce them, but this is in the Jonathan leather, which is akin to Swift. I have owned both Swift and Gulliver in the past. This is much different than both. This one is thicker and it's also matte. So the glossiness and that shininess that you get with Swift, it's missing somewhat on the Jonathan leather. You definitely don't have the same glossy, slippery feel as you do with the Swift. It's a little bit more similar to Gulliver, actually. I feel like it has the thickness that Gulliver has. So if you are a fan of Gulliver more so than Swift, you would actually like Jonathan a lot, I think. And you can see that it kind of loses a bit of shape right away. I have owned it for approximately a year at this point, so you can see that it's lost a little bit, but definitely not as much as a Swift bag would, and nothing has lost shape along the top of the zipper. If you are not familiar with the Bolide, it comes in several different sizes. This is the size 27. It's one of the smaller sizes, but not the smallest. It also comes in a mini, but this is a really, really nice size. If you are a fan of the Louis Vuitton Alma BB, this is slightly bigger. This particular bag is approximately 10 in its length, about 7 in its height, and then the depth you can see tapers as you get to the top, but it starts off at about 3.5 on the bottom and then gets smaller as you go to the top. And you can see that oval patch right there in the center. If you were so inclined, you could get your initials put on that. It's not something I'm going to do, but you can see the beautiful workmanship with that white stitching running along. The contrast stitching really allows you to see the quality of the workmanship. I think it's just so beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And the color, it's getting a bit washed out on the camera, but it's gold, so it's a really beautiful traditional Hermes gold. There's the back. You can look at that beautiful line of stitching. The Bolide is not a quota bag in the Hermes system, so it's something that if you put on your wish list, or if you went into a store, the likelihood is a little bit higher that you would be offered and get one of these quick. There's the bottom. It has 5 feet on the bottom, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful bag. It has really thin handles right here The price retail, if you were to be offered this, is approximately $6,100. It might vary a little based on the leather. This one is Jonathan. I think it's still offered in Swift, and for sure it comes in Epsom. This bag is featherweight. It is so light. I will try and take a weight measurement, or excuse me, a weight for you and put it in the description box if that's of interest to you, but it is super light. Even with all of your contents loaded inside, very lightweight. At a later date, I'll do a what fits inside so you can get an idea. And if you've not watched my channel before, I unboxed a Kelly 28. This is Raisin Box Leather Kelly 28 a few months ago. And these were actually purchased within about 4 months of each other. I bought the Bolide first and the Kelly 28 second. My original intention was to buy a brand new Kelly 28. I had saved up $10,000 to do that. I know it sounds atrocious amount of money, but I had saved up. But as it turns out, I split the 10 between the two bags, basically. This bag cost me, so $6,100 or thereabouts retail, but I got it, brand new, but resale for $4,000. So that's, look to pay about that. Don't go too far above. If it's on the market, somebody else picked it up for $4,000, you try and get a deal as well. Don't go, close to retail. They don't hold their value to the same degree that a Birkin or a Kelly does, but they definitely hold their value very well. They are comparable to a classic in that way, a Chanel classic or a Louis Vuitton Speedy. They're a classic item. In the Hermes line, you're not going to, get a bag that's going to plummet if you choose to buy it. So, don't be too scared to pick up a Bolide if it's of interest to you. Then, of course, it has a zipper opening. The zipper would be its only downfall. It's really hard to kind of open and close it because there's not too much give right here between the two handles. So you can definitely carry it just like this. At a later time, I'll show you guys. But it can be carried open like a lot of Kellys and Birkins are because the the opening is not wide. So you can safely, keep it like that. And inside, I have the dust bag here with the strap. So you get a little matching strap. And I'll show you in my mod shots that you can definitely wear this crossbody with a different strap. This one is shoulder only that they provide, but you can obviously take it off and put something else on. It's leather lined with one little tiny pocket in the back, and the leather matches the exterior color. And I believe that's true for all of the bags. I just wanted to give you a brief overview, show it to you, let you see that it's in my collection, and it has been for approximately 1 year already. I've been able to use it and enjoy it, and I absolutely love it. Hands down, I would pick it over the Kelly. If I have a choice to buy something else, it will be a Bolide. In fact, I want one in a different color. I just think they're awesome. It's my favorite bag. So if I had to choose between the two, this is really, really, really lovely, and I'm glad that I purchased it. But I would purchase the Bolide again. It's so nice, you guys. Don't overlook this bag. If you're looking for something in the Hermes line and maybe you can't quite get to the Kelly or Birkin price range, the Bolide is a really good alternative, and they do come up on resale often. So you might find a color that you love. I just love it. I love it so much, and I will do lots of videos for you guys. I already bought a long time ago some base shapers for it, so I'll show you some of the base shapers I bought, and I'll show you what fits, and if you like, I will compare it to the Kelly 28 as well. But just to show it to you, once again, it's the Bolide 27 Jonathan leather, gold color with the white contrast stitching. If you have any questions whatsoever, let me know. I appreciate you watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.